As we look at example 7, hopefully something jumps out at us here. Hopefully this minus 7 after the absolute value jumps out at us. So before we even pretend like this is an equation or anything, let's go ahead and do something completely legal. Let's go ahead and just add the 7 to both sides. Because that's perfectly legal, we can basically treat this handwritten thing now, treat that as our original problem. So this is our original problem now, and we're going to go through the 3-step process. Step 1, pretend like this is an equation. So if I pretend like it's an equation, it becomes equals 4. Once I've done that, and please write this step out, because one of the things I see often is people jumping right to breaking this up into 2 separate equations, and we can't do that. We can't do that until we go through all the steps. We have an equation now. Now we can ask, do I have an absolute value by itself? Yes. Is the other side a non-negative? Yes. So now I can break it up into 2 separate equations because I can now use the absolute value property. We're going to subtract 2 from both sides, subtract 2 from both sides, and get our 2 values. We now plot those 2 values on the number line. So we have -6 and 2. We're going to pay attention to the original inequality sign. This time we did not allow equality, so now we're going to use an open circle. Because we don't want to say these values here are part of our answer, because these are the values that make it equal to 4. And we don't want to allow equal 4. So now we're going to draw our V to figure out what gets shaded. So we draw our V again so that it goes through at the points where we're equal. And now if we look at what's going on, we're above on the left. The V is below in the middle, and the V is above the line on the right. I don't know why I used a lowercase e there. That was silly. Now we go back to the problem. The problem with the star by it, want to know when is the V less than means below the horizontal line. Where is it below? It's below in the middle. So now that I have it shaded, I can give an interval notation answer of -6 to 2 with parentheses because we're not allowing those endpoints. Now we can find these values by plugging in a point from the left, a point from the middle, and a point from the right as well. But this is so much quicker.